I'm Franklin, and this is a look at the month of June for the Earth sign Virgo. And we'll begin with Virgo in love in June. In week number 1, your spirit guides are leading you to a new relationship by putting fantasies of someone in your mind and giving you the idea that this person is the gift from the universe you've been asking for. So follow your guide's lead and you're going to discover something new. In week number 2, don't skip over anything in building a relationship, or you're going to have to go back to the beginning and do it over. Slowly but surely, you're breaking down the walls of resistance built by the one that you are pursuing, so don't give up. In week number 3, when you help others, you build good karma, and you get the chance this week when someone needs help getting away from their troubles. You have the resources to get this done. This is why they've come to you. In week number 4, what you need most falls into your hands. And this is a gift from the universe that validates what you've been doing and how you've been asking for what you really want. This closes a chapter in your life and allows your guides to bring you what is supposed to happen next. And then in week number 5, those last few days at the end of the month, this is the time to learn at the knee of a master of what you want to do. By taking a co-starring role now, you can closely observe how this should be done. And this is the very best information that will serve you very well in the future. Now here's a look at the month of June in your career. In week number 1, use your intuition to find out who's been sending you messages about the future and invading your dreams and daydreams. This soul is going to do all the work. All you have to do is sit back and wait for them to explain to you what's going on and why. In week number 2, the only way you can change others is to change the way you look at them and to accept that they are who they are, and it's your perception of them that changes. You can change the world by changing how you look at it. In week number 3, give yourself a break from the day-to-day routine. Take a trip in your mind to the most restful place that you know. This will give you a recharge and allow you to come back to work at full speed. Now in week number 4, 3 different parts of the puzzle, they all fall into place at the same time. Now you can see where you're headed to, and you can see how you're going to get there. All the needed resources will be available when you need them. And then in week number 5, those last few days at the end of the month, there is a tried and true method for making money. This secret is about to be revealed to you by someone that you're working with who has proved to be very good at accumulating abundance in their life. Now here's a look at the month of June in your finances. In week number 1, you receive what you asked for, but it comes disguised as a new responsibility. And it's up to you to interpret the meaning of what you've just received and to show your appreciation to the source. This is how you keep this faucet turned on. In week number 2, whenever you try to stack the deck in your favor, you show your guides that you don't trust them enough to be fair to the competition. Showing your gratitude in advance by trusting your own good luck, this is how you prepay the spirit world. In week number 3, you have the opportunity to set a good example for those you love. Your actions are being watched closely. Any action that does not match what you're saying is going to be detected. You have a chance to prove your honesty and your integrity to those who matter most to you. Now in week number 4, your own self-opinion. This is what allows or disallows the good things that the universe wants to bring into your life. You will always receive what you think you deserve because you always know how much effort and how much truth there is in what you're doing. Now, in week number 5, those last few days past the 28-day cycle, a friend or a co-worker has a new plan and they want you to be a part of it. So it's up to you to check out this information, see if it really makes sense to become a part of this project before you commit yourself to taking part. And that's a look at the days in the month of June. Now here's a look at the nights in June. Coming up in week number 1, and this will be the week of the last quarter of the moon. So dreams and daydreams here are of you taking action just before time runs out. And the dream here is you seeing yourself using a divining rod, searching for water under the earth. And the interpretation is that you're being asked to combine your will with divine will, so you will do the right thing. Now, in week number 2, and this is the week of the new moon, so this dream or vision coming up is about making plans for the future. You see money growing on a tree or bush, and the interpretation of the money tree dream is that what you're expecting is almost here. The money you're looking for is just out of your grasp. In week number 3, the week of the first quarter of the moon, so the dreams and visions here are about taking the first step and putting plans into action. And what you see in your dream here is yourself on a horse that's not obeying your commands. You will be forced to make a blind decision. So the only help that you can get is from your spirit guides, and they have to be asked before they can help you. Now, in week number 4, and this is the week of the full moon, so the dream or vision here is of you being enlightened in a spiritual nature. So you're searching in this dream for a black cat in a dark room. And you can only do this by following the cat's eyes and the reflection in its eyes. And the interpretation is that someone has been trying to visit you while you're asleep using transcendental meditation, leaving an open pathway behind them and hoping that you follow them back home. And that's a look at the month of June for the Earth sign Virgo.